P. Diddy. Diddy.
Puppy. The status of puppy.
No comment from Clive Davis. Mr. Davis, you're a major influence on the career of P. Diddy. Have you spoken to him since the federal raid? Any comments about Diddy? He credits you as one of his mentors.
He learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clive Davis, mentors and the people that trained him and taught him the music business. Because Puff he wasn't born a monster. He was made into a monster.
Who loves power. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most likely because he was victimized by his mentor, who loved to control people.
And his mentor was
Andre Harrell.
Tell us how
who was mentored by Clive Davis.
Born in Harlem in 1969 and raised in Mount Vernon, New York, Sean Combs grew up with hustle in his DNA. His father, Melvin Combs, tragically died when Sean was just 2 years old. He was shot in a car in Central Park, tied to his involvement in the drug trade. This loss had a profound impact on Sean, fueling his determination to rise above his circumstances and create a better life for himself and his family. Diddy's journey into the music industry began at Uptown Records in 1990, where he joined as an intern at just 19 years old. Despite his young age, Diddy's talent and drive quickly propelled him through the ranks. Under the mentorship of Andre Harrell, the label's founder, he worked on groundbreaking projects for artists like Mary J. Blige and Jodeci. Harrell became more than just a boss to Diddy. He was a mentor and a father figure. Diddy often credited Harrell with believing in him and teaching him what it meant to be a record man. He learned the intricacies of artist development, production, and branding, and Andre Harrell instilled in him the importance of creating a lifestyle brand around music, an approach that would later define Diddy's own ventures. Harrell was known for coining the term ghetto fabulous, which celebrated a luxurious lifestyle rooted in urban culture. Diddy adopted this ethos, integrating it into his own brand and the identity of Bad Boy Records. But Diddy's meteoric rise wasn't without challenges. He openly admitted to being too intense and abusing power, creating a hostile work environment that alienated many colleagues. Despite his close relationship with Harrell, Diddy's assertive and ambitious approach often clashed with Harrell's more diplomatic leadership style. This tension, coupled with his failure to navigate workplace politics, led to his dismissal from Uptown Records in 1993. Diddy later characterized his firing as part of a power struggle, saying, "There can't be two kings in one castle." He also acknowledged feeling lost after being let go, recognizing it as a turning point for personal growth. Despite the tough decision to let Diddy go, Harrell's reaction was one of understanding and support. He recognized Diddy's immense talent and didn't want to stifle his creativity under corporate pressures. Encouraging him to create his own opportunity, Harrell believed that Diddy's departure would allow him to thrive independently, a prediction that proved correct. Diddy himself expressed gratitude for Harrell's patience and guidance, which he credited with shaping his vision for the future. This foundation not only influenced Diddy's career, but also the success of many artists he later developed under Bad Boy Records. During his tenure, Diddy's relationships with colleagues were strained. Uptown Records employees reportedly nicknamed him Satan and would flip him off as he walked by their offices, highlighting the animosity he faced. But rather than let these setbacks define him, Diddy used them as fuel for his next venture. Additionally, there has been speculation that Diddy's departure may have been influenced by allegations concerning his personal life. Rapper Lord Jamar has alleged that Daddy was dismissed following an incident in the office of a sensitive nature. However, it is important to note that these claims remain unverified and are based solely on hearsay. Diddy often referred to Harrell as a father figure, emphasizing the personal and professional guidance he received. Harrell taught Diddy about the intricacies of the music business, helping him understand not just how to produce hits, but also how to navigate the corporate landscape of the industry. Diddy credited Harrell with giving him the tools necessary for success, stating, "Andre Harrell influenced me the most. For many, losing a high-profile job would be the end of the road, but for Diddy, it was the spark that ignited his ambition." Fired from Uptown Records after a string of successes, he channeled his frustration into a new vision, Bad Boy Records. Determined to prove himself, Diddy knew that starting a label from scratch would require more than talent and hustle. It would demand a powerful partner. Enter Clive Davis, a legendary music executive who saw Diddy's potential and was willing to take a chance on him. The first project that Diddy presented to Clive Davis was the remix of Craig Mack's hit single Flavor in Ya Ear. This pivotal moment occurred during their initial meeting when Diddy sought to secure a partnership for Bad Boy Records with Arista Records, which was led by Davis at the time. In 1994, Diddy and Clive Davis formed a 50-50 joint venture that became the foundation of Bad Boy Records. Clive provided the financial backing and access to Arista Records' distribution powerhouse, giving the new label the infrastructure it needed to thrive. One of Diddy's most game-changing moves was signing Christopher Wallace, better known as the notorious B.I.G. Biggie received an advance of roughly $25,000 upon joining Bad Boy Records. At the time, this may have seemed like a decent start for a new artist, but it has since been criticized as inadequate compared to the immense revenue he would generate for the label. Biggie's debut album, Ready to Die, was both a critical and commercial phenomenon. It didn't just make Biggie a star, it positioned Bad Boy as a major force in hip-hop, creating massive profits and defining the label's identity. However, Biggie's journey with Bad Boy wasn't without its complications. Despite his incredible success, there were lingering tensions over his compensation. Reports suggest that toward the end of his life, Biggie sought to renegotiate his deal, feeling that his contributions deserved greater rewards. Tragically, his murder in 1997 cut these efforts short, leaving unanswered questions about fairness and artist rights. Diddy faced scrutiny in the years following Biggie's death, particularly regarding how he managed Biggie's legacy and finances. Biggie's signing wasn't just a milestone for the label, it was a defining moment for Diddy's career. It propelled both of them to legendary status, but also highlighted the complexities of artist-label relationships in the music industry. The label's first 3 years saw over 12 million albums sold, with 5 platinum or multi-platinum certifications and 10 gold records. As Bad Boy's reputation soared, so did Clive Davis's belief in Diddy's vision. In 1998, Davis expanded Arista's investment in the label, providing a $6 million cash advance, a $2 million state-of-the-art studio, and a $50 million credit line. With this backing, Diddy had the resources to scale up his empire, bringing in new talent and solidifying Bad Boy as a dominant force in music. But even with Clive's support, success came with challenges. After hitting a peak of $130 million in sales, Bad Boy faced a sharp decline, dropping to around $30 million the following year. For Diddy, this was a wake-up call, forcing him to adapt and rethink his strategy. Through these trials, Clive remained a mentor, offering guidance to help Diddy rebuild stronger than ever. Under his guidance, Diddy gained access to a vast network of radio programmers, distributors, and industry insiders. Clive's belief in Diddy's potential wasn't just verbal, he backed it with resources, leveraging his empire at Arista Records to ensure Bad Boy's artists got the spotlight they deserved. Known for his no-nonsense approach, Davis pushed Diddy to think big and execute flawlessly. When times were tough, Clive's advice was clear. You don't just survive in this business, you dominate. That lesson stuck. For Diddy, it wasn't just about making hits. It was about creating an unstoppable machine that controlled every aspect of the industry. With Clive Davis as his mentor, Sean Combs transformed from a hungry young producer into a mogul. Former Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight has stirred controversy with bold allegations about the dynamic between Diddy and Clive Davis, suggesting their bond went beyond business and may have included a romantic relationship.
I walked in Jimmy's office. I didn't have to knock on the door or get somebody to let Jimmy know Mr. Knight there. I walk right in. He do the same. Anyway, when he walked in my office, we was having a conversation. He overheard somebody say something he probably shouldn't have heard. He wanted to holler at me. So I said, the homies, give me a minute. Jimmy said, man, I'm here because Clive Davis called me, and him and Puffy is real tight and, lovers. So I thought he was talking like they got love for each other. All right. He said, yeah, they are lovers. I said, well, why do you keep saying that? I said, look, you saying they lovers like they're sucking? He said, I don't want to say that, but that's what it means, right? I said, okay. He said, Clyde don't want them to happen to Puff. He said, but this guy ain't going to be able to do his business because we know what he did, what they did.
Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, has spoken about their influence, alleging that these men didn't just mentor Diddy. They molded him into someone willing to adopt their manipulative and ruthless tactics.
His karma was about to catch up and was bound to catch up with him. All these things that's going on right now, the learned behavior, what he got from these people who was not living spiritually correct, what's happening to him now is one of the greatest tragedies that we're going to ever read about, bro. He chose to be who he is, and now he going to learn. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
These mentors shaped Diddy into a mogul, but their influence came with a price. Ambition turned ruthless. artistry became secondary to business, and success often left others in the dust.